100% Chelsea. Chelsea won, Huddersfield won. Chelsea are now officially entering the Europa League for their first ever full run of it.
I don't really know what to say, to be honest. The first thing I can say is credit to Huddersfield. They came here to do a job and they did it. They needed a point to stay up. They came here, they defended from start to finish. Yeah, the football was ugly as sin, but you know what? They came here because they needed a point. They came here and took the point, so credit to them. They deserved it. But the referee was fucking shit. First point I want to put out. Referee was awful. I don't think he doesn't even know what the point of time wasting is. Just from the sound of them, I'm not the only one that thinks it. We've had a problem with refereeing in the Premier League for a long time. Let's be real. Every referee, even the best ones, either don't have the help that they have or they just look like they're not cut out to be a fucking ref. It's the same thing. But you know what? I don't want to go too much into the ref because as much as Huddersfield made it difficult for us, and like I said, they did come here to defend. They came here to get the 1 point and solidify their status as a Premier League club for next season. We just couldn't break them down.
Lewis, what does that say? What does that say?
My standards dropped at this club. That's the difference. The team from last season would have broken Huddersfield down because they would have had the quality to do it. The team from this season, no. The team from this season does not have the same fight as the team from last season. That's why I'm not really as mad as I should be, because I've come to terms with the fact that this team isn't as good as we expect them to be. Your standards are all way too high at this club. Right now, the team that we have aren't good enough. It's like Conte said after we lost to Tottenham. This is the season we deserve. This is the season we deserve. That's the position we deserve. We deserve to be 5th place. We're the 5th best team in the league. The only reason why we're even in with a chance was because Tottenham were letting us in. We were just doing our thing. Do you man really think we were going to get top 4? Even after Liverpool, I was saying there's a chance. But we still have to let Tottenham slip up, and we still have to do our job. Against a Huddersfield side needed 1 point left to stay up, and a club and Newcastle with Rafa Benitez, who, let's be real, he was going to make it difficult for us anyway. It's Rafa Benitez. That's the difference. That's the difference between this season and last season. Last season, we had fighters. We had people like Diego Costa, people like Matic. Now we have Morata, who, let's be honest, he was poor today again. He was awful. Yeah.
Is he part of a lot of dead wood the club needs to get rid of?
The thing with me is that's one season. And yeah, people are coming up with the thing saying, wait. People are saying, yeah, Drogba had problems with physicality last season, but I don't want to weigh him up against someone like Drogba yet. But it's one season. I want to give him a second season, but I want us to go in for a striker.
We could potentially be having a conversation about still going for top 4 if he hadn't done what he's been doing all season and danced around people and missed an opportunity.
I know he has been poor, but the fact is, I don't want to throw him out. I don't want to throw him out into the woods after one season. I want to give him a second one. Same thing with Bakayoko, because you know that there's a good player in there somewhere. I don't want to be so quick to throw them away and then they go to another club and maybe they shine there and it becomes another De Bruyne or a Salah or a Lukaku story. We gotta start giving them a chance, because we're not going to go out there and we're not going to buy the players that we need to. Let's be real. Next season it's going to be the same shit in the transfer window that's been last season. So you know what? We need to give these players time and we need to focus on the youth, because right now we're not focusing on the youth and we're not buying the players that we want. That's where the problem is. If we're trying to budget, why aren't we focusing on the youth, and why aren't we focusing on trying to build from the back, trying to build from the bottom up? We're not doing that. That's the problem with this club. There is a lot of little problems which is all coming together to cause a big problem. I'm not going to throw someone like Morata or Bakayoko out after one season. Give them a second season. And if it's
as a first choice. As a first choice.
Not as a first choice. But I want Giroud to be our first choice as it stands right now. Let's be honest. Giroud should be the one that's starting. I've been saying it game after game after game after game. But then there's also another problem. When we saw the lineup at the start, I thought, okay, it's decent. But then when you realise it's a Wednesday to a Sunday game, you think, why the fuck aren't we starting Hazard and Giroud? Conte, I will be fair, once it went to 1-0, he did switch up, he did play a back 4, and then we started to attack a bit more. But I can't understand why we didn't start without Hazard and Giroud today. Conte's got to take another blame for it as well.
Why did it take him to switch to back 4, which works? Why do we have to go 1-0 down for him to do that?
I don't know. I'll be honest with you. It's the thing with he's a manager who's been around here for about under 10 years. He's still learning. You got to give him time. Oh, here come the Huddersfield fans. You got to just give him time. It's a thing with a lot of these players and a lot of managers. You got to give him time. Because right now, we're not going to be at the same heights that we were before. Let's be honest. It's not going to be the same for a good couple of years. We can't keep being impatient. We've created a very impatient livelihood around here with how quickly we switch managers, how quickly we switch players. Now's the time that we need to start giving them the time to develop. From the youth to the players like Morata and Bakayoko, we need to start giving them time. If it don't work next season, then get rid of them. But right now, there's a lot of little problems that we have to sort out. This season's fucked. From when I said at Tottenham, I said we weren't going to finish at top four from the start of the season. A lot of things I said, yeah, credit to them because they stayed up, they deserve it. They came here, they did a job. I'm not pissed off with the way they played. Yeah, they time wasted a little bit, but you know what they're doing, what they have to do. If it was us, we wouldn't be complaining, would we? But we need to start focusing on the long term because this new stadium is going to set us back for a good couple years. Let's just go to Newcastle and let's just enjoy the night out for what it is.